Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Okay, so for today we are building something very simple. I don't want to bore you too much with like complex lines of code or multiple programs to pull data from or build endless automations. So for today we only need one program, which is 𝗏. We're gonna need a data source. Obviously I don't have an official thing right now, so I can only mimic some data, some test data that I created. But let's imagine you're working in a company as a salespeople or in the marketing department or whatever else department, and you have access to your CRM data and to your campaign data. If you're organizing webinars or running email campaigns. So for this scenario, we can imagine that we've run an email campaign to existing customers. So here is their test email addresses, the sign up date. This is from when we first contacted them, like if they opened our initial email or booked a demo with us. And this refers to like their history with us, if they submitted a support ticket in the past, or if they churned until now or not. Cool, so how do we get this data into here? So one way I thought of doing it is by using make.com, so we can add the automation aspect to this workflow. In my case, I thought of using a webhook, so we can use this webhook URL and hook it up to a trigger, like a form, for example, if we have them submit a form, or I don't know, we can somehow connect it to our email campaign, I guess. So in my case, I connected this webhook URL to 𝗟𝗏. So the tool I use to make fake forms. So this is it, and this is how my form looks like. Yep, so this is my data. And after we submit it, we're gonna create a new record in 𝗏 using the webhook you can get from here. Sorry, if you search. Oh, actually no, not here. You need to create a new table, sorry. And it will appear like this in here. And because I'm lazy right now and I already created the whole flow in another table, I didn't like copy pasted the data into this one. But let's use our imagination, okay? So the data is gonna flow into here. And we're gonna play with it now. I mean, it's very simple, it's just one thing. So this is our whole data set, and what I did was simply adding a GPT column, and I fed it a very simple prompt, this one. So based on the answers in the columns, opened email, booked demo, support ticket, and churn, create a sentiment analysis for each customer. Based on this feedback and interaction type, suggest one specific way to improve the experience for the customers. So this is what you're seeing in this column over here. So GPT just created a few recommendations, or follow up with the customer after the demo booking with a personalized email to reinforce value and encourage continued engagement. Next one, reach out to understand the reason for churn, offer tailored support and practical assist with booking. So based on what we have on them in these columns, so if they opened the initial email, if they booked an initial demo with us, if they didn't have any problems with us that made them submit a support ticket, and obviously they didn't churn if they didn't do that. The sentiment is overall positive. In this case is negative because I didn't open the, and a small recommendation to our sales people, or who is the like account manager for that account to just reach out and see if they're okay, if they need something else. And of course, this is a really like easy prompt I used to just get. I think this is pretty important to see if their experience overall has been positive, negative, and of course this can be based on a much larger data set. This is very simplistic. Like it's a very simplistic way to determine if a customer is happy or not. Of course, you need to talk with the person to see what they're thinking. But let's say you're working like you're sharing a workspace across multiple people. So let's say I work in the marketing department and I want to see how my salespeople are doing, and I want to see if our customers are happy or not. I know. I just open this up and I can see in this column, okay, so this customer is happy, this customer is not. What can I do? Maybe I want to take it over from here. And I see a recommendation on what I can do. Of course, after this one, I can confer and discuss with the person which has the account, but it's a starting point. And like we avoid like sending multiple messages across departments or contacting multiple people, or you know, at the end of the day, it's just to make our work life easier, and as an exchange, our overall experience at work easier. And let's be honest, the less data you have to work with or manipulate, or the less people you need to message or contact each day is a win. It's one less coffee you have to drink. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you today. I know it's not a really complex automation like I've done. I mean, what I've done in the previous days was not very complex, but it was more complicated than this. I think this is a simple way to show what 𝗏 can do and how you can keep your data in one program and like do everything over here. Maybe in the following days, or maybe even tomorrow, I can take this workflow further and see what we can do with the data, or what we can add, or how we can manipulate it in another way. Okay, cool. Thank you for joining. Hope this was useful for you. It's just a quick thing you can do. It takes like 10 minutes to connect everything, and it can save you some time. Let me know if you've implemented it, if you've had problems with it, or you just want to like discuss. I'm here. My inbox is open. And of course, if you have a job or a project and you need a couple extra hands on it, do reach out. Cool. Thank you. See ya.